An update tonight, and it is good news from the family of a Brooklyn boy with special needs. We told you last night his parents said that he was spending hours commuting on the bus to and from school. His mom tells us that after our team looked into the issue, yesterday he made it to school in record time, which was about an hour. But advocacy groups say that that is just one example of how the DOE is failing students with special needs. Some parents head to court so the DOE could right their wrong. But as education reporter Doug Williams explains, it doesn't always end with a solution.
I'm sorry there's no bus today. You'll have to pick your child up. Yesterday morning, it was sorry the bus broke down.
Harriet Barovic describes phone calls she says she's received just this week from a DOE-contracted bus company. Her son Max has cerebral palsy and uses a wheelchair to get around. You're standing here talking to me right now, not having really anywhere close to 100% certainty of how your son will get home.
Absolutely not.
Transportation is one of several services that the city's Department of Education is mandated to provide students with special needs in the city, whether they go to public schools or not. It's state law. When the system fails to do so, parents may file for an impartial hearing, which can result in a court order that the DOE has 35 days to right the wrong. But according to the organization Advocates for Children, the DOE only does less than 10% of the time.
And it has guaranteed that it will provide these services to the students, to both the state and the federal government. And it simply does not and cannot do so.
Jesse Cole Cutler estimates he's represented 3,000 families in these hearings. Sometimes it's tuition. When a public school can't provide special ed programs that a student needs, it's on the system to pay for a private school that can. And when they don't,
the parent is essentially floating a loan for the DOE. We've had parents talk about that they've taken out a mortgage, that they've extended their credit.
The DOE was ordered by a judge in 2023 to improve the situation with a series of changes. In July of this year, an impartial court monitor found the DOE has only implemented 59% of them in over 2 years' time. A DOE spokesperson says in a statement in part, quote, "We are tremendously proud of the major steps we have taken to comply with the requirements," adding, "We are currently working on rolling out the new technology system."
Let's dig a little deeper on this topic now. Doug is here. Did the family share with you how long they waited for these reimbursements?
Yeah, I asked two parents today. One told me she waited 2 years for the reimbursement of a tuition, which she finally got. Another parent told me she was in her third year of waiting for a reimbursement just on a psych evaluation alone. Still waiting.
So if the judge then ordered these changes back in 2023, you said, some of them still haven't been made. So what are the consequences here? How is the DOE held accountable?
Well, that's going to be discussed in a court conference, is what it's called. Next week in the Southern District, the judge has ordered that the DOE appear. And basically, the plaintiffs are hoping that the judge goes beyond just monitoring. That's where we are now, into there being actual consequences if the DOE does not comply going forward.
All right, Doug Williams, thank you for that. Great information.